How's it going, everyone? This is Ashton or Clutch Kwando, back at you with another video. I know it's been a while. I think the last video that I uploaded was, around March or so. And yeah, I'd actually kind of like to give a shout out to So Close Productions, who actually left a comment on one of my other videos requesting a topic for me to talk about and kind of give my insight and my thoughts. So huge shout out to him. So I guess the topic of today's video is managing depression and kind of my experiences with it and how the things that I've done that have helped me quite a bit get through some definitely difficult times. And so the first piece of advice I would give to anyone who's going through depression is find the things you like and pursue them. For some people, the people who don't have a lot of hobbies, I know that this could be kind of difficult. But that just means I think you have to kind of put yourself out there and be willing to try new things despite being sad and not really wanting to do anything. Because I know a common theme with people who have depression or people who suffer from depression is that they kind of just want to stay inside, right? They don't want to do anything. They don't want to interact with people. They kind of just want to be in their own world and not be bothered by anyone. And from my experience, I think that I think it can be pretty damaging to yourself, and you're not really helping yourself get better if you just continue to stay inside and not want to do anything. And I know it's difficult. I know there are some days where I just want to stay inside, and I'm just feeling sad or I'm feeling depressed, and I may not have a perfectly clear reason why I may be feeling depressed, but sometimes just kind of feel that way. And I don't want to deal with people. But for me, I have quite a few hobbies, so I can definitely leverage those to help myself feel better when I'm feeling down or feeling depressed. I think a lot of people can definitely benefit from doing this, especially since chances are, a hobby, there are a lot of hobbies out there that require or involve other people. And I think even just conversing with other people and interacting with other people can definitely help out a lot, because some people have contagious personalities. They can lift you up and make you feel better just kind of with their personality alone. And I have a lot of friends that can definitely help me feel a lot better or feel happy when I'm feeling down, just because either they're really funny or we just have really good conversation. I think that definitely helps a lot. Second point I'd like to make is that just know that you're not alone. There are a lot of instances where you may be feeling depressed, and you might feel like you're kind of going through it alone because you don't really have anybody. And I'd say that's a perfectly normal thing to be feeling, especially if you're the type to not really have too many friends. But I think that's an opportunity to go out and make friends, right? Because you're not going through it alone. Making friends and understanding that there are other people who have similar or have gone through similar things as you can definitely just kind of alleviate the pain that you may be feeling with regards to depression. And I guess it really does depend on everybody's personal situation. There may be instances where you're going through something that someone else hasn't, but in the grand scheme of things, as far as depression is concerned, I'm sure everyone on this planet has felt depressed at one point or another, and it's important to realize that you are 100% not the only person feeling depressed or going through depression. And I'm no professional on this topic, and I feel that the depression that I've experienced has been pretty minor in comparison to the things that some people have gone through. But this is, like I said, this is kind of just based on my experiences and the things that have helped me out. The last point I'd like to make is to make sure to get help and talk with someone close about what you're going through. So, as I mentioned earlier in the video, it's very easy to kind of stay in your own lane, for lack of a better term, and not really bother with other people and kind of just be stuck in your own world. And I think it helps a lot to talk with a close friend about what you're feeling or the situation that you're going through. I know for me, going through college, there were a lot of times where college is just really hard and I just wanted to give up. And there were times where maybe I didn't do as good on a test as I wanted to, or I was maybe close. I failed an exam or there were just other things that were going on that kind of made life overwhelming for me. And talking those things through with people that are close to you has helped me a lot, because like I said before, there are things that other people have gone through that might be the same as you, and talking with someone might kind of open up that door to see, like, hey, this person has felt these things too, and it's not uncommon. And kind of going off of that point, I mean, lately I've been training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and one of my other teammates was talking earlier about, or a couple days ago, he was talking about how sometimes, he'll get put in a bad position and he'll feel kind of helpless because, he can't get out, he can't breathe, he's tired. And I mean, just to kind of elaborate a little bit more, this guy, he's very good at jiu-jitsu, and it was good for me to kind of hear that from someone who I look up to, and see that, hey, I'm not the only person who has felt that way. And that correlates to depression, right? Like I mentioned this a couple of times in the beginning of the video. You're not the only person going through these things. There are other people who have felt the same things that you're feeling. I think getting out there and trying new things, and basically forcing yourself to go and experience life, even if you don't feel like you want to, because the depression is just so overwhelming, I think will help. I think it'll help tremendously, is what I'm trying to say. So those are the points that I have to cover. If you have any thoughts on the things that I've talked about, be sure to leave a comment. If you're going through depression right now, I mean, feel free to leave a comment about the things that you're going through, and I'd love to have a conversation, because like I said, you're not alone, and I'm always willing to help people who are in need, and someone who is going through a hard time, as I've gone through many hard times myself. So thank you guys so much for watching. If there are any topics you'd like to get my insight on, then feel free to leave a comment, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.